Recently, 10 Chambers teased us with their docu-reality TV series called Do the Game, where the 10 Chambers team shows what's it like being behind the scenes of developing their latest game, Den of Wolves. We sat down with Oscar J-T Holmes to talk about the upcoming documentary reality TV series. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
Yeah, we try to go in really deep into production, but also the pressure that a game developer or an entrepreneur go through when you have to create a game. Our cycle of this game is 5 years to make. And I showed this some of the episodes to someone recently, and he compared it to The Deadliest Catch. I don't know if you've seen the TV show where they try to caught Alaskan crabs. And he said, when I eat crab now, I can never see it the same way because I understand how tough it is out on the sea when you collect the crabs. And he said, now I would never look at a video game anymore in the same way because I didn't realize that you need musicians, you need artists, you need all kinds of programmers, you need level designers, and you have to be able to put all the pieces together. And very often the pieces doesn't fit in the puzzle, so it becomes panic. And it might be that it looks really good, but it's not fun to play, or it might be really fun to play, but it doesn't look good, or other kind of performance issues and those kind of things. So there's so much tweaking and turning all the time in order to get the game to be good. And it's not something that people think is done. Like some mobile games can be done fairly quickly. This is years and years of production and alignment of team as well. I think the goal was from the beginning that it was a memory for us, and we said if we're going to do this we have to be 100% honest. This is not really an advertisement, this is to showcase the stuff that we go through. I've done quite a few businesses in the past, and time passed quickly, and we often talk about it like we call it military moments, which is maybe a strange word, but when you go through tough periods of time together you get memories and you become a very strong bond. We have that together in the team, and I think we did it first of all for egoistical reasons, that we wanted to have a memory, but we also thought that was interesting to educate people on all the things we go through. And on top of that, I shouldn't lie about it, hopefully it will help us to get more interest for the game as well in the end. Yes, it is a little bit, but I think for me, the industry has gone too much one direction. I think it's important to go back. We are all humans. We are not, machines. And often when you see, videos from companies, everything is so perfect. And I don't believe that ever. So I wanted to do something which is like the real truth behind game making. That's my sort of thought process behind it. Yes. Sometimes it can be really uncomfortable. I had an argument with Robin that you met one time and Rasmus, and I wanted to discuss with them privately in the room, and the film team said, oh, you promised we could always film you. So it gets uncomfortable. Your heart goes like this. You are driven on emotion sometimes, but it wouldn't be a real thing unless we show that part as well. Financial stuff we don't have in it normally. We could have certain parts of it, but it's not really the finance part of it. It's more the creative part, the game development part, the marketing side of it, but also the human side, because what happens with the restructuring. I can give examples of people that I work with that I really like as a person. I would love to go on holiday with this person, but maybe it didn't work out to work together for different reasons. It could be that the person is really talented at his job, but it might not be the right cultural fit and so on. And that's reality of life, It's a tough climate right now. Partly because there has been restructuring of many companies and so on, but also that the industry is maybe too much patting on the chest, saying that my company is so great and my game is so great and those kind of stuff. And I personally miss the bits where you can also speak about that everything isn't brilliant. This is great and this is great, but we still need to work on that part. I think that is more transparent than to pretend that everything is perfect at all times. You could say that it worked like that, but I haven't thought about it because recently we entered the cinema and showed the first 4 episodes to our company, and it really came together and it felt like we're building Rome together kind of thing. Because in a small, even if we're a small company, only 100 employees, it's very difficult to, for a level designer to know what's happening in the marketing department, or someone in the finance department knowing what a programmer is doing, etc., etc. So what this does for us is also getting everyone an understanding on what we're working on together as a team. From our side, we have made game in a very specific way that works for us. And we got people in from larger companies and they wanted to bring us into their process. You work from an Excel and it's very hierarchic where you have many different layers and so on. And we were very determined to do it our way, but still we got convinced by other employees to work in a different way. We tried that, which delayed the game, but it took us in the wrong direction. So now we are back to where we started again and doing it as we know how to make games. And that's a big learning for us. We have to listen to our heart and we have to know what we're good at, rather than getting too dependent on how other people are experienced to do games. Because we can only do games in the way we know, and then we can trust ourselves. But when other people are changing the structure and the hierarchic layers and so on, at least it doesn't work for us. In large companies, you might have many more layers that are producing, and for me at least, it becomes I think you call it Chinese whispers. It starts with one word here, and then you whisper to the other person and to the third person to the fourth person, and has it gone from a greenhouse to a red house when 5 layers has talked about it, and it's harder to put it together. So for us, it's important now to have a lot flatter. We have Ulf, and then we have 3 producers, and then they talk directly to all the people. It's a lot easier than having 4 or 5 layers in between. I don't know if there's an interest of this, to be honest. We have put a lot of effort into it. We are a very small team doing it. When you look at other productions, you have enormous amounts of people. This has basically been a hobby project of ours on the side. So it's quite a low budget, but high seed production value, I assume. I have some background in film and so on. So we have some people that are experienced with it. So this is a project that we work a lot on weekends and evenings and things like that. But for me, it's worth it. It's something that I think we can be hopefully proud of, and sometimes embarrassed, but that gives the transparency.
Hey, this is Sean from Gamer Braves. It's been 8 years since we established Gamer Braves channel. We went to a lot of overseas game conference. We did a lot of exclusive interview with a lot of prominent figures from the industry, Ryuzo Sugimoto, Sean Layden, and even Yagu. One of the easiest way to support us is to subscribe to our channel. Support like this will actually gives us motivation and pushes us to produce better content. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much.